You ready?
Yep.
All right, welcome back to Half Serious F1, everybody. We're here again at Zito's here in San Antonio, Texas. This intro really sucks. I don't. Let's start over.
That's it. I mean, I don't. The intros or anything. It's what happens after.
All right, we're not gonna redo this intro.
I mean,
we're not
gonna do it as cheap as this is the intro and then get into it. I think that's fine. I think we did.
We're still doing great.
Welcome back to the. See, I was. Never mind. Let's go. We're going straight into it.
Oh God. Okay. Welcome back. Christian Horner's dead. He's not dead.
He's not dead.
He got fired. Christian, for all intents and purposes, for us, is dead. This is really bad.
We might start over.
Yeah, we're gonna start over. I gotta walk away.
Welcome back to the Half Serious F1 podcast here at Zito's.
Welcome back, baby.
San Antonio.
Half Serious.
Are we going to get straight into it?
Yeah, let's get straight into it. That's what we do here.
Let's get right into it. And I think we're going to do what is it, a toast?
I don't know. Is it a toast? I don't want to pour anything out on the floors because it's sticky.
We can't.
I don't want to pour one out for Christian Horner.
Pour one out into our mouths.
Yeah, let's do that. Let's hold it up to the screen so that we're like proper influencers. And now I got
pouring one out for.
We'll let that up. Sorry.
Spill.
Well, that's
all right. Pouring one out for Mr. Was he a sir? No, he wasn't. A sir.
No, they'll never knight that guy. He's not Lewis Hamilton. No, God, no. You don't. I mean, the only thing that he's done for Great Britain is marry a Spice Girl.
No, he didn't marry a Spice Girl, did he?
Yeah, isn't that his wife?
Didn't even know that. All right, we're going to do a little segue because I didn't know he was married to a Spice Girl.
Personal life. Horner and Spice Girls member Jerry Hollowell announced their engagement on 11th of November of 2014. This whole
time, I didn't know that.
Yeah, no, he was married to Beverly Allen from 1990. The famous Beverly Allen.
I didn't even sip. So
anyways, yeah.
I don't
cheers.
Want to be bad luck.
Cheers to you, Christian. Sorry about it, bud. It's been a long run. You can say what you like about Christian Horner. And again, let's just state again, breaking news. He's been fired. This is big news.
We're late to it, but this is big news.
Yeah, it happened like a week ago, right after it was like 2 days after Silverstone.
Yes.
And that's about a week ago today. So
we were just waiting for the real stuff to come out. Nothing big has come out. As of this time. He did get let go. I'm sure he's pretty sad or mad about it.
Yeah, I mean, he definitely didn't see it coming from everything I've heard. Did you watch the speech?
I didn't watch. I watched tiny clips of it, and I was like, "Oh, I'm gonna sit down and watch the speech." I never watched it. So
it was the first time in a long time I've seen Christian Horner in like a public. No, I mean, I guess it wasn't public, but at least the Christian Horner persona had kind of worn off a little bit. Like, I think most Drive to Survive fans, like we are, have an image of Christian Horner as kind of a prick.
Really? I didn't get that.
Okay, well, I get that. Yeah. He's like one of those guys that like, well, yeah, he's an asshole, but like he wins a lot.
Yeah.
And like sometimes assholes are successful at their jobs. Like it's not mutually exclusive. So I've always had this kind of impression of Christian Horner as being kind of an asshole,
kind of a douche or
but
something.
But he's good at his job, and I don't see why that should get in the way of it necessarily speaking. There are other Christian Horner controversies that we can kind of go into about that part.
Yep.
But again, not necessarily because he's an asshole.
Was that the start, you think?
I don't know. We'll get into it. But the speech itself, I think, was when he addressed his staff, again, former staff, and told them that he was being let go, which is kind of a weird move from the Red Bull organization perspective. Like, I can't imagine a CEO being fired and be like, all right, you have 30 minutes with the team to like tell them how it happened. It was a little weird. I'm not sure why they did that, other than he's been the team principal for 20 years. We'll do a little bit of a timeline here in a little bit.
That's a long time.
But yeah, 2005, 2006, It's his first year as a team principal. He's the youngest team principal in Formula One. Still still has the record, I guess, for being the youngest team principal. I don't know exactly how you would say that. But it was the first time watching that speech that I got an image of Christian Horner as a person in a weird way. You know, I think it's so easy to see all of these guys, both the drivers and the team principals.
He must have gotten real humble right after that.
I mean, you'd have to.
Yeah.
You'd have to, right?
I mean, that's a big hit to the ego. So yeah, he probably went into that. Man, now I wish I would have watched the speech before we.
You can watch it later. It's nothing special. It's just a brief moment where I kind of set aside a lot of the bias that I have about Christian Horner and just kind of looked at him as a leader, as a person, and I had a little bit of respect for him with the way he handled himself. He teared up a little bit, which is always a great move, if you're going to be saying goodbye to your staff. But it was a weird sort of bookend, I think, to the Christian Horner Red Bull era, which is what it will be known as forever. I mean, I think in 5 years we'll still be talking about the Christian Horner era of Red Bull.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, he had two of the greats, I think, right?
Between Sebastian Vettel and Max Verstappen.
Yeah.
I mean, I was looking at the numbers. I was doing sort of a bit of background research on Red Bull and as a whole, as an organization, as well as Christian Horner. And so Christian Horner was the first team principal of Red Bull, again, in 2006 when it started. Red Bull, the energy drink company, buys the Jaguar racing team, Jaguar if you're British.
Yeah.
Buys the Jaguar racing team, makes it Red Bull Racing. Christian Horner is brought in as the first team principal. I believe it was Helmut Marko who made that introduction when Christian Horner had to buy a trailer for his racing team. It's like a lore-ish, legendary sort of story that I only half know.
At the same time.
Yeah, absolutely. How we met. We met.
That was over a serious sandwich.
Best way to meet somebody, serious sandwich.
Seriously. I mean, I never heard that story, but I mean, I knew that he was the youngest, and obviously that was a big thing for Red Bull to come out with a racing car. I mean, I only really knew about F1 because of Red Bull for the most part.
Really?
Back then, yeah.
That's such a weird connection.
Yeah, it's so weird that's what. So I had seen pictures of Christian Horner. Wow, I can't even remember. And I the Red Bull team is what I thought when I thought F1, not Ferrari.
Yeah, that's so weird.
It was Red Bull.
That's crazy to think about.
I mean, that was 20. I mean, I probably heard about F1 probably, I don't know, 15 years ago or something like that. I didn't get into it, but.
See, I come from a particular kind of white trash where I knew them as I knew of Formula One because of Marlboro.
Oh, yeah, I guess that's true. Yeah, there is. You're right. Yeah, there is those iconic posters hanging in liquor stores and stuff like that. Yeah,
and sandwich shops.
And sandwich shops.
I don't think there's any Marlboro ones in here. Oh yeah, there's a couple. Yeah, some Michael Schumacher era for
I was about to
Ferrari.
Say Michael Schumacher.
Anyways, back to Red Bull. The reason for the season. Again, this is going to be a quick episode today because we're just talking about Red Bull, and there's not another race for another 2 weeks. So
we're going on summer break.
Yeah, so along with everybody else, hopefully. Hopefully there's no more news that comes up. I'm afraid that we're going to record this episode like we did last time.
We will do a Zoom call if that happens.
Yeah, tomorrow morning when it's announced that Christian Horner is taking Fred Vasseur's job at Ferrari, then we'll do a Zoom. Yeah. Okay, so this is a bit of a shakeup. Christian Horner again. Longest running team principal in Formula One, at least for the recent history. Had some, early successes I think the thing that you can give Christian Horner a lot of credit for, more so than anything, is sort of his job as an executive. It's said often that like a CEO's job is to hire people, to bring in good talent. And I think that's the one thing, if nothing else, Christian Horner has done very successfully over the last 20 years. In 2006, he hires Adrian Newey, incredible car designer, now the chief design officer, chief technical or chief design officer at Aston Martin. Jonathan Wheatley, now the team principal at Sauber, and Rob Marshall, chief design officer at McLaren. I believe I have all those titles correct. Kick Sauber.
Nice.
Yeah. So I
didn't know that.
Yeah.
So how long ago was that?
That was this year that Jonathan Wheatley left.
That's why Hulkenberg freaking got it.
No, I think Hulkenberg freaking got it because Hulkenberg freaking got it. So that plays into a lot of his successes, and I think you can look at it sort of as two sides of the same coin, where these are all a lot of high-profile technical positions within Formula One. It's also a lot of high-profile departures as of recently.
Yeah.
So I think whatever's been going on behind the scenes at Red Bull, and there's, believe me, a matrix web of red yarn connecting photos of Jos Verstappen, Max Verstappen's dad, the Thai ownership of Red Bull that started the energy drink, that Dietrich Mateschitz, the Austrian owner of Red Bull, purchased from. I mean, it's truly a very convoluted web of arrangements, and there's really, I'm sure it's over time it'll all come out and be pretty black and white, but to get like a true understanding of what's going on behind the scenes at a major privately held corporation like Red Bull is going to be a little thick to get through. So I'm really not even going to try and scratch the surface of that.
Why a lot of things haven't come out, because there's so much speculation that any of it could be true.
Yeah.
And I think it's going to be some time before it all comes out. And I think one of the biggest things, obviously there's the bigger heads that have, but I think the Max Verstappen camp is a really big one, because I really think that the talk of him possibly going somewhere was a true thing.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I think that's probably why they made the decision. I think they came to a fork in the road, and I think it was Horner or Max. And I think, well, it's hard. I mean, that would have been a hard freaking decision to make. You got your guy that's been there forever. He's been through the championships. Could you say that Max got his championships because of Horner? I mean, he was the principal.
Truly, yeah. So absolutely, yeah.
And vice versa. Could Horner do that with anyone else other than Max? Maybe. I don't know.
Well, I mean, technically he did it with Sebastian Vettel, but we could spend a while talking about, the who gets the credit for winning.
Yeah.
Is it the driver? Is it the team? Is it the team principal? And I think all of them share credit in some ways more so than others. But I think, Christian Horner doesn't make a driver, right? He doesn't make Sebastian Vettel a three-time world champion. He doesn't make Max Verstappen a 4-time world champion.
Yeah.
He does give him everything he needs to win that championship. That is sort of what I think the job of a team principal is.
Yeah.
Is to make sure that the drivers have everything that they need possibly to succeed. And I think he's successfully done that over 20 years. The only thing that got in his way was Lewis Hamilton. And Lewis Hamilton's gonna get in your way. If there was a reason for Red Bull's decline over the last at any point in the last 20 years, you could squarely point the finger at Mercedes
and
and it's not Red Bull's failures, but rather Mercedes triumphs with Toto Wolff and Lewis Hamilton, and obviously Nico Rosberg as well, and Valtteri Bottas's contributions alongside. So I mean, two very strong, tight outfits who over the last 20 years of Formula One have really been the leaders battling between each other for championships, both driver and constructors. It's only in the last year that McLaren's really popped up. Yeah. So it's going to be the end of an era. And I think the reason why you're seeing so many podcasts like ours trying to broach this topic is everybody's still trying to figure out why. Why now? Why at all?
That is for sure a question, because you got the middle of the season, you got the big rule change coming in 2026. There's so many different after a home race, or it's pretty shitty.
Well, and again, over the last couple of years, Christian Horner personally has been the subject of major controversy between sexual harassment allegations in office. I believe there was some other shady stuff going on in the background. I try not to speculate too much about the tabloid shit. But all that to say,
it all plays part.
But if they were going to fire him at all, why not fire him back then, right? But at the time, it was 2023, 2024 when all those allegations came out. You're coming off of, what was it? 2023 was the monster season where they won 21 of 22 races.
That's crazy.
That year, it was a 95% win rate. Yeah. You're not going to fire the head coach of a team that's
it's crazy.
Won 95% of the games.
They said that he didn't miss one single race in 20 years or something like that.
Horner? Yeah, no, he's always on track. He's always at the paddock,
That is some crazy stats. I mean, he's an all-star legend for sure. I mean, who do you get to replace him? I mean, I know who they got to replace him now, but how long does that last?
Well, funny enough, Christian Horner is the one who hired Laurent Mekies to run RB Racing Bulls. So Christian Horner's been replaced by Laurent Mekies. If you haven't heard the news, Laurent Mekies, former, as of the last 2 years, Racing Bulls team principal. And he's done a lot of good work with Racing Bulls. Racing Bulls at one point, when it was still Toro Rosso, I believe, or AlphaTauri, it's gone through a number of name changes. Was actually, they were looking to drop it at one point. The Red Bull organization was looking to drop it. And I think it was Christian Horner that came in and said, look, if you give me leadership of this division of the team as well, then I can turn it around. He goes in, he hires Laurent Mekies to be the team principal. I don't know how much he had to do with, Hadjar coming in. And
do they drop that team in 2026?
No, they're doing too well.
They're doing too well.
Racing Bulls is too good, dude.
Do you see Tsunoda not being there anymore?
I see Tsunoda not being there anymore. I don't know where Tsunoda's going. I don't know if Tsunoda's even got a drive next year. I think a lot of drivers have been sort of pinned towards Aston Martin. I think Yuki could go to Aston Martin. I think Max Verstappen could go to Aston Martin if he wanted to. I think more likely that the rumor is that Max would go to Mercedes and would push Russell to Aston Martin. Because I don't think, despite how good George is, I don't think that they're going to lose Kimi Antonelli anytime soon.
No.
I don't know why you would. If I'm Toto Wolff and I got to cut one of them, bye, George. Sorry. You had 7-8 years to win a championship. If you were going to do it, you would have done it by now.
Well, I going back to Red Bull and them, I definitely think they see something in Max, knowing that he's not going to go nowhere. And that gave him the liberty or the I guess I don't even know the safety or I don't know. The confidence to fire Horner.
Yeah, I know, but that's the thing is like I keep hearing the rumors about Max going to Mercedes, right? If the Verstappen clan is responsible in any way for getting Christian Horner pushed out of Red Bull, why would Red Bull fire the most successful team principal in Formula One if
Max was going to be gone?
If Max was going to leave anyways. So I think they would have to have had some kind of confirmation from 100%. Verstappen before they pulled that trigger.
So either for sure Max knew every single detail before, not saying that he had something to do with it. I don't think that the family in itself probably had the power to say, hey, we need to get rid of this guy. I think they definitely came, like you said, came from above, and they probably talked to Max first.
Yeah, I could see him being warned, if not consulted, because I mean, you break it down, talking about responsibility for wins. Without Max Verstappen, I think Red Bull has 8 points this season. Yeah, so between Yuki and Liam, two, albeit fine drivers, but neither one of them are good enough to be putting points on the board the same way that Max Verstappen is. I mean, they're third, or I think Verstappen's third in the Drivers' Championship, and I think Red Bull is maybe third or fourth in the Constructors' Championship, and they're only there because Max Verstappen has been driving. Without Max Verstappen, I think Red Bull has had an abysmal season. I mean, imagine if it was Checo Perez in Max Verstappen's seat right now and Yuki right next to him. Like, that would be an abominable season. And again, I love Checo. I love Yuki. I think they're both great drivers, and probably Checo could have put up a few more points than Yuki or Liam would have. But all the same, you're still not the Red Bull Goliath that it was as of only 2 years ago. I literally, in 2023, I have my note. The headline for 2023 is Full Dominion, because they won every single race but one. So,
well, where do you think he goes from Christian Horner? What do you think he's doing? What?
I don't know. That's the biggest question I still have stuck in my mind, is where Christian Horner goes from here. You joked earlier that he was going on vacation, and I sure as hell hope so.
Yeah, for sure. I think he's gonna take some time off.
He's got some horses to breed, and
I mean that's 20 years not missing one race.
Yeah.
He doesn't. I mean, I think when you're at that top, maybe you do need money, but I was gonna say he probably doesn't need the money, but who knows?
I don't think he needs the money.
Okay, so he probably doesn't need the money.
Yeah.
He obviously loves the racing because he was doing it before.
Yeah.
Before, and then.
Well, I mean, he raced F3, F2. Yeah. I think it was F2 that he actually raced in, but was never fast enough.
I think he definitely takes some time off. Does he have any kind of, after you get fired, do you still have like contracts where you can't join another team?
I don't know. I don't think so.
Because that's one thing that I was thinking about. Like, how does he go to, like, let's say he just goes to Ferrari. Doesn't he know like all the secrets of
absolutely.
Red Bull?
Well, and I think that's so much of the hiring strategy for a lot of these teams. I don't even know if there are if like a non-compete clause is standard in Formula One.
There has to be.
I don't know how you'd maintain it. Like, I don't know why anybody in their right mind would sign a contract with a non-compete clause, knowing how fickle some of these positions can be, and knowing that you can get fired at the end of the season by poor performance, maybe even not even on your own part. Like the idea that you would sign a non-compete in Formula One is crazy to me, because what do you do after that? Go down to Formula 2? Like, it's a huge backstep in your career.
Yeah, but maybe after a year, like after the season's over, then you can come, because then I think they probably are updating so many things that you should not be knowing what they're going to be doing.
Yeah, I mean, that's true, but the pace of technology in Formula One moves pretty quickly anyways. I mean, what advantages you may have are only limited. I mean, it's like Adrian Newey, Jonathan Wheatley, Rob Marshall. Like, none of these guys could have had non-compete clauses in their contracts because they all went to teams straight away.
Yeah.
You know, it's not like any one of them hung out for a year, did some consulting, and then joined an F2 team and worked their way back up. Like, these are really high-profile jobs. I don't know how you get away with something like that.
When's the last time a team principal? Oh, besides Gunther
Steiner, yeah.
Oh, maybe we get Christian Horner to join the podcast.
He's not doing anything.
He's not doing anything.
No.
I mean, this is a Ferrari house, so yeah. I don't know.
Dude, we could get Fred Vasseur. I'll take Fred Vasseur any day, but he's busy.
Yeah.
Maybe not for long. We'll see.
But yeah, so I think he's going to take some time off. He's got to. I want to see him take some time off and evaluate what's going on. You know, try and I don't know. I if you look at the teams, the landscape of all the teams, where could he even go? Like, realistically,
honestly, I mean, Cadillac. I don't even know if they have a team principal lined up yet. Let me look.
Yeah, see, there's something that I think is very possible.
Graham Loden. So they have confirmed a team principal. Again, it's not like it would be the first time somebody lost a job that they had contracted, you know, for a full season, like Checo Perez.
Why did they let go of Gunther Stein?
What? Gunther Steiner?
Gunther Steiner, yeah.
I mean, they just weren't doing incredibly well, I don't think.
Gunther Steiner.
I mean, it's Haas, you know, like they haven't had an incredible
just trying to
season.
make it work.
Yeah. I think, you know, he probably made too much money at some point. And they're like, well, we could give Io Komatsu the job.
We put you in a movie. Now it's time to move on.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, God knows I love Gunther Steiner, but I have no idea why he got fired from Haas, other than the fact that Haas just wasn't doing very well. And again, it's sports. It's like any coach of any team that stops doing well, like, you get fired. It doesn't matter how many championships you won. It's always about this season.
It's a job.
Yeah, anytime
you stop doing good, you're gonna get let go. But I mean, how fast he was doing so good last year. And
yeah, well, I mean, again, I think a lot of it has to do with the departure of, again, high profile positions like Adrian Newey and Jonathan Wheatley. A lot of it has to do with the fact that the second car at Red Bull has been performing like absolute dog shit.
Yeah.
Again, you take some of the allegations in there as fodder. You've got Jos Verstappen, his notoriously tumultuous relationship with Christian Horner on behalf of his baby boy. You take all that stuff. I think, you know, even the Austrian contingency of the, again, energy drink company, which is what this is. I mean, Red Bull Racing is maybe this much, like the very tab of the can in terms of overall
of what they do,
what the company is. I mean, it's a relatively small percentage. I think it's valued, what, $4 billion is what I've heard.
Wow.
Which, as a racing team or a sports team, is still pretty good, but compared to the energy drink monolith that is Red Bull, I mean, it's a relative drop in the bucket.
Yeah. In terms of even just marketing, there's so much more money that goes into so much other stuff than
it's not just a racing team,
the marketing budget is larger than the F1 budget.
It'd have to be.
Yeah.
I think it's one of those things where there's just so many reasons to fire Christian Horner that you kind of can't avoid it at a certain point. But again, why now? I feel like if this could have happened 2-3 years ago.
I hate to say it, but what if, I mean, there could be some other allegation stuff coming out that we don't know
God.
about.
You know, you never know, dude. You never know. I mean, and that's the nature of not only this sport in particular, but sports in general. Is like all that behind the scenes stuff just gets so shady.
Yeah.
Like you never know what's really going on behind the scene. Who's making deals with who? I mean, did you see that people were tracking Toto Wolff's and Max Verstappen's flights?
Oh, that's hilarious.
Yeah, they tracked their flights, and they were both in was it like Corsica or like Santorini or something like that? They both of their private jets like went to the same island, and so that obviously kept the rumor mill wide abuzz. So, you know, we're not going to know what's going to happen to Christian Horner until somebody hires him or he decides he's just going to bet on racehorses for the rest of his life.
Yeah, well, farewell, Christian Horner.
Yeah. Here's to you, Christian. It's been fun, dude. Honestly, I think Christian Horner has a lot to do with why Formula One is as popular as it is today. You know, you really cannot give the guy enough credit for both the success of his team and for the success in popularity of Formula One as a whole. All that to say, that doesn't mean you get to keep your job forever. So it is truly the end of an era. I'm not, again, personally the hugest Christian Horner fan, but I can respect the work and the accomplishments that he's had over the last 20 years. And it's incredibly impressive. I don't know if we're going to see another team principal like him, for better or for worse, in the near future. We'll see what happens. I mean, but that's always how it goes. We'll wait and see.
Well, if Antonelli steps up and becomes the new Max Verstappen, I guess you can give it to Toto.
I think Toto Wolff lies awake at night imagining that exact same scenario every single night. I think that's something that he wants desperately.
Yeah.
We'll see if it happens. I'd like to see some Mercedes dominance again, maybe next season. And again, that all this too is coming up in the fact that like we're at the end of 2025. I mean, we're in the middle of 2025, but 2026 is basically a ground reset for the entire Formula One grid. I mean, all the teams are going to be dealing with new regulations and new rules. So I'm very, very excited to see what happens out of 2026. I don't know if Christian Horner would have made it any better for Red Bull, or if now is just a really good time to make a clean break.
Yeah,
that could be a lot to do with it. Honestly, now that I think of it, is that like, look, it's basically a whole new sport in the next year. So we might as well shake things up. Well, if we have to, anyways, we might as well not wait until 2026. I could see some sort of urgency coming from that deadline.
Yeah, right, and then basically get a running start.
Yeah.
To a new beginning.
Anyways, should we check for breaking news?
Yeah, let's just check. Yeah.
Just in case something comes up. I swear in 30 minutes we're gonna get like a news alert.
Toto Wolff now
driving
sacked.
for some. Yeah, looks like we're good. No breaking news, guys.
Breaking news. We'll end it with that.
Yeah. Anything else, Rick, that you wanted to talk about?
No, that was it. I think I'm kind of looking forward to the next race and seeing how what's his name? Leo? What's his name? The new principal.
Oh, Laurent Mekies.
Laurent.
Yeah. Laurent Mekies.
Yeah. I mean, he's a cool looking dude, if you ask me.
He is a cool looking dude. I think that's the thing I like the most about him. Other than that, he also seems to be a pretty accomplished team principal, but he is a pretty cool looking dude. I feel like of all the team principals between him and Fred Vasseur are the two, like, I feel like I'd have the most fun talking to. So maybe we'll get a chance. This thing keeps going. We'll get some media credentials. They'll actually let us talk to the real people. Who knows? One day, dude. One day.
It could happen.
We could become like 3/4 serious F1. It's not 60% serious Formula One. We'll never be full serious. That's for sure.
Never be full.
And that's our commitment to you, truly.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna look something up, but it doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
Hungary. The race is on the 27th, I believe. So Yep, Belgium, 25th to the 27th. So the race will be on July 27th, that Sunday. So
you know what? Austin is not too far away. September.
Austin is in October.
Really?
I believe so.
Oh no, I'm sorry. You know what? Never mind. I was gonna say September is when the media stuff gets. Goes out.
For media passes and stuff. Are you gonna try and get?
I'm gonna try and get.
We tried last year for clarity or for transparency, and we weren't doing a podcast yet. So maybe fingers crossed.
Fingers crossed.
If we gotta get a petition, or have you guys send some emails or something to somebody over at Formula One, we'll let you know. But in the meantime, stay tuned. I don't think we'll be back next week.
No.
Again, unless any other breaking news comes up. We probably won't see you until early August. Shortly after the Belgian Grand Prix. So until then, guys, stay half serious.
Yes.
Stay eating sandwiches over at Zito's here in San Antonio. Again,
there's plenty of sandwiches. Other than the serious sandwich.
Oh, truly. I'm an Italian guy myself, so if you're taking my recommendation,
I'm either going tuna or the halves.
Again, you with the tuna. I don't know.
It's great tuna. I don't know what to tell you.
Again, more full transparency. I used to work in an office with this guy, and he would get tuna for lunch once a week. Drove me crazy. Terrible office etiquette. Otherwise,
gotta love the tuna.
If you're gonna be eating in a restaurant and not next to your coworkers, the tuna sandwich is incredible.
Yeah.
Italian or Reuben, my personal favorites, and then always the half serious. So
that's it.
That's it, guys. Thanks so much. We'll see you next time.